Good morning, guys. Today I really want to do a little walkthrough and bike check on the latest bike that I have that I've been riding now in all the videos and stuff, and it's the 5010, the V3, not the V4. It's a 2019. It was really clean, and the way the prices were this year of bikes, I got this for a really good deal. Just a little over 4,000. Aluminum wheels, guide RSC brakes, Fox suspension, just the float performance elite on the front, and then a DPX2 performance elite in the back. The reason I got this bike is because I had the Capra and I had the hardtail, and after riding the hardtail I knew that I could push like 90% of the same on the hardtail. Just on like 10% of the features I could not push because the way the back bounces into holes and sometimes on the roots or rocks if you hit it wrong. And I did had like 2 or 3 crashes that could have been really bad, trying to go full blast on the hardtail, and I was like maybe 4 or 5 seconds off the Capra on like a minute and a half trail. So that is not bad, but it's too risky. So I wanted to go with a short travel bike, but I bought the Specialized stump jumper, but the stump jumper was not as playful. I don't know why. I messed with the suspension. I made it too firm where it was not fun to ride in the rock gardens, but it would pull up a little bit better. But the issue I had was it was not as playful with the right amount of sag. I was running like 20% sag up front, maybe 20-25 in the back, and I just did not like the feel of the bike. And it felt like 150 was still like more than what I needed. So I finally stepped down to the 5010, and I looked at my numbers on Strava in Downeyville, and I basically took a 5010 V3 on a spin and did really freaking good. Did way better than I thought. And I was like, if I tune the suspension right, I should be okay with it. And the reason I went with this build is because I love the XO1 transmission on the Capra and guide RSC brakes, and that's what this came with. So I was like, XTs on my hardtail are good, but their bite is a little bit too much than I would like, because I like to do wheelies and I'm trying to learn manuals and stuff. So let's go over the bike. So I got the Race Face Arc 37 wheels. They're pretty wide, so I'm running 2.5 wide trail. Actually, that's not correct. I just switched out to 2.4 wide trail DHRs front and back because I was going to North Star. And after that trip, I'm deciding to keep the DHR in the back instead of the Aggressor, because of the extra comfort and grip when it's super loose or when it's raining. It has the SANTACRUZ carbon bars on it. They're kind of scored. I might swap them out in a little while, but they haven't. And I mean, it feels good, so I don't know. I don't really need new ones. RSE is super trusted. Never had to bleed these. Never had to bleed the ones on the Capra for 3 years. So, and I really like the contact adjustability. That's the main reason I would go with these over the XT, because XT does not give you that ability. I know XT might be a little bit cheaper, but I don't know. I don't even like the overly aggressive bite on it. Anyways, and then since I'm thinking to get in shape and do longer rides, I have the tube wrapped up with the livers, and this is the shock pump I got way back in 2016 when I started riding the Fuel EX9, the 2009 one, and I found it and I just slapped it on with the ball cage. And I'm trying to not carry big hydration packs and stuff. The coolest thing on this bike, when I went to Pacifica with the 150 dropper post where I like to pedal, it would still, I was running the dropper almost 2 inches out of the tube, and the cell would get in my way, because as I'm progressing, I don't like to stick on the top of the back wheel when I'm going down rock gardens, because that just, your arms are super stretched and you cannot steer for shit. So I basically like to go down right at the saddle, and you can't when the saddle's in the way, or you have to go too far back to go over the saddle. And then sometimes when you want to stay low and you want to come back for hitting a hole and pump the front, you can't. You're basically shorts or pants get stuck on the back of the saddle. And I know some people will say oh, the front is pointing down, but I like it that way and it's comfortable for me, so I don't really care what anyone says about that. So I think that's pretty much it. So this bike, I just went to North Star. You can see the last few videos and see I can go, I'm not going full blast, but I can go good 70-80% of what I can. So it's a blast. It's totally worth it, and I think I won't be upgrading anytime soon.